It's Tuesday in your community, caring for kids here on FYI, and today we're focusing, I should say, on CASA of Luzerne County, and the executive director is with us now, and that is Rich Pius. Thank you so much for being on FYI with us today.
Thank you. Great to be here.
All right, so there are many entities that come into play when we're dealing with children and foster care, adoption, emergency placement. Where does CASA fit in? What is CASA?
CASA stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates. So what we do is we have a number of trained adult volunteers. They are trained in how to handle children in the child welfare system who have been abused and neglected and find themselves there due to no fault of their own. We're all sworn in by the judge, and we represent the best interest of a child directly to the judge and the court alone. So we work one-on-one, one trained advocate with one child or one sibling group, and we get to know them. We meet these children where they are. We get a trust bond, a love bond. We have a fund where we can supply their immediate needs, whatever it could be, from a bicycle to a winter coat to diapers sometimes. We have, for example, a 16-year-old girl in our system with a young baby. And when our CASA was assigned to her, she had but one diaper left and had been moved twice. So we were able to get her all the medical supplies, the clothing mom needs and that the baby needs, and then begin to report back to children and youth on what we can do to make her life better, and back to the judge to say, how can we get her to a permanent loving home quicker? But you need that one-on-one bond. That's what we do.
Now, CASA is a 501c3, which is a nonprofit. So how do you get your funding?
Oh, we have to do things like our superhero run, and we have to raise money through various events. We go for grants and things like that. So we're obviously always looking for donations and grantors. But we have a number of special events that we do. We just had a special day at Jolie Health and Beauty Academy. So we come in and get your hair done and everything done, and they gave all the money to us so that we could help these kids.
All right. How many people, or I should say children, do you help each year? And there is a limited number of CASA employees, correct?
Well, yes. What we have is we right now have about 30 CASA workers in the system. Now, again, these are independent volunteers that are trained, and they're servicing about 55 or 60 children. Now, remember, we have 500 children in Luzerne County alone in the child welfare system. And to represent them, there's a position that's paid. It's called a guardian ad litem. Those are the attorneys who represent children in court. For the 500 kids, there are four in Luzerne County.
So there definitely is a need. There
is a need. So we have 30. We have classes about 3 or 4 times a year where we train more advocates. You can reach out to us, LuzerneCasa.org. Find out when the next training class is. Come on, get on board. And people say, well, can I work? I'm too old. Yes, you can have a job. Yes, no, you're not too old. We have a 90-year-old CASA and a 21-year-old CASA. We'll match you with a child that fits what you do, what your skill set is, how much time you have, and we'll work with you from there.
Very good. If you want any more information, check out the website. Rich, thank you so much for joining us here on FYI. The phone number to call is 570-855-2247. We'll see you next week in your community.